pro tip, right? I know that spells and rituals and things like that of protection are like the way, right? And for some, they can be definitely effective. But what if I told you that a way to protect yourself is to be discerning of who's around you and to not tell your business to just anybody? It's Homegirl Thursday. Let's chat.
Track adventures.
It's your girl Marie, the Spiritual Homegirl, and it's Homegirl Thursday. Y'all know I do an episode of the Spiritual Homegirl podcast, or I do a Spiritual Homegirl YouTube video. Today's a YouTube video, so I want to do one quick tip as to how we can protect ourselves. And I know spells and rituals and shit like that is cool right now, and I'm not going to sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, I disagree with them, okay? Because I don't. But what I will say is sometimes we jump into spells, and we always forget sometimes that some of the things that we can do to protect ourselves may not necessarily be a spell. That could be a choice. And that choice is being discerning with who you let around you. Sometimes we'll do a spell and say something like, you know, protect me from people that may not want the best for me, protect people that may want to harm me, or people that may want to hurt me, or people that may not have good intentions, but yet you'll entertain your messy ass homegirl or your messy ass homeboy who tells your business to other people. And I know they do this because they tell you all of that somebody else's business. You will keep a person that will instigate or stir the pot on stuff or won't defend you when somebody talking shit about you. But then you'll write a spell and saying like, or you'll do a ritual wanting people to like protect me from these people. But then you constantly bringing them in. We constantly telling them our business. We constantly being quick to be friends with people. I know this is going to sound, it's not going to sound spiritual because, you know, spirituality is subjective. You're going to ask 10 different people what their version is, and they're going to tell you 10 different things. For me, spiritual don't mean doormat. I believe boundaries protect my spirit. You feel me? So, like, my version of spirituality is a little bit different than a lot of other people's. You feel me? But one thing I can say is discernment is so key. And I know when people jump on their, like, high horse and shit, they say, oh, I don't judge. Yes, the fuck you do. You do. There's a form of judgment that people don't like to talk about, and it's discernment. It's a form of judgment. Me and one of my partners, I think it was Sharva, we discussed that. Discernment is a form of judgment, and I think it is completely fine. Discernment is when, and the way I look at discernment, my definition, the spiritual hunger definition of discernment is peeping game before game peeps you. Or peeping game when game has peeped you. And when I mean peeping game before it's peeped you, is being like, you know what, this may not feel right, let me cut out. You know what, this example I've seen that's right here in front of me don't feel right. Or you know what, this person talk a good game and they seem like they are right, but my spirit don't take them, I'm gonna cut out. That's what I mean when I say discernment. That's a judgment. You're making a call, a judgment call, to not deal with somebody, or to no longer deal with somebody, or to kind of put some things on pause because you don't know who they are yet, or you don't know who this person is. You may have knew them 10 years ago, the form they was 2 years ago, but whoever this person is today, you don't know them. Or you might think you know them, or you don't think their intentions for you are good anymore. You have every right to discern and make the judgment on that. So I just wanted to kind of remind people that, number one, discernment is a form of judgment, and I think that's completely fine. And number two, what good is a spell when you keep a messy ass person around you? Kick the messy ass people out. They got to go. They got to go. Like, I know that we are trying to stay vigilant and protected every day. Healthy, happy, and whole is not just a physical thing. It is a mental thing. It is an emotional thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's a financial thing. It's a creative thing. You feel me? To me, all that falls under energy for me. And if we keep somebody around that is not conducive to that, what good is it to do a new moon, a full moon, or whatever the hell, a retrograde spell? Like, what good is that? Take inventory of who is around. We ain't perfect. I definitely ain't perfect. I ain't never above my own advice. Sometimes you're going to let some clowns get through the cracks. Sometimes people going to finesse and try their way in your life. But the minute you find out they not who they say they are, the minute they show you who they are, because one thing you will notice about actors never play the same character for long. Sometimes who they are will show up. They will. Usually it'll take some kind of like trigger, like an emotion, like anger or disappointment or losing money or whatever. You're going to see the real them at some point. You're going to see who they really are. The mask going to come off. But once you find out who they are and you realize like this isn't for you, you can cut out. You have the right to cut out, because our energy, our friendship, our time, our associateship, our business partnership, relationship, whatever it is, it's a gift, okay? You don't ever give nobody gifts for not doing nothing. They ain't did nothing for you. Like, if you notice, people get gifts out of appreciation. People get gifts out of care and concern. We would never just sit there and give a random stranger's gifts just because they there. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually that's because there's a mutual respect, a mutual trust, a mutual love that wants us to bestow these gifts upon these people. Our friendship should not be given to anybody. We worth more than that. And, you know, I'm like, being slow to make friends, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm very slow to make friends. I pride myself on being slow to make friends. I wasn't always that way, but you better damn believe. I don't be sitting here calling, jumping around, talking about somebody, my homegirl, my homeboys, my partners, my rollie. I don't do none of that. I don't do the broness. I don't do the hominess. No, everybody's not the homie, okay? That's facts. They're not. I can count my circle on like less than 2 hands across the world. And I'm proud of that, only because I know at this age in life, the smaller the circle, the less mess it is. And if there is some mess, it's a smaller group of people to figure out who to kick out from. So I'm just telling y'all, man, this homegirl game, I would not be the homegirl if I did not tell y'all, man, discernment. Make the right judgment call for your life. Peep game. Peep the game before it peep you. And if the game doesn't peep you and you realize you've been peeped and you don't like what the game has peeped from you, you can get them out of your circle. You're completely okay with that. You ain't got to trust all these people. I know we all, like I always say, we all connected, but we ain't all compatible. Sometimes we're compatible for a season, and that's cool. If we can go about our business, it ain't got to be beef. Sometimes we can be connected for multiple seasons. It could be years. It could be decades. And then one day it'll happen and you realize, yo, like I've outgrown this person has outgrown me, or we don't align, or we going in different directions, and you can separate and it's all good. And if y'all meant to kind of come back around, y'all can reunite and just kind of keep mobbing in where y'all are now. Or you can realize, yo, like, what the heck was I thinking? Who is this person? How did they get here? How did I let them get here? Why? Like, this is mess, and I don't like how it makes me feel. I don't like how it does for my family. You know, because sometimes mess extends to where if they done got in your family, now they causing mess with you and your family. If you realize this person is not conducive to being a healthy, happy, whole you can let them go too. Just please, y'all, don't forget your rights as a spiritual and human being on this earth. You have the right to change whatever you don't like, whatever don't feel right, whatever may have worked for you 2 years ago, 2 minutes ago. If it don't work for you 2 minutes from now, if something worked for you before this video and it don't work for you now, you can change it. That's the power of being who you are. So I just wanted to explain this to y'all, man. I got so many things to do. Remember, spiritualhomegirl.shop if you like my shirt, mindfully mind and mine. And I'm going to be playing my tongue drum. And I will see y'all later. Peace.